Today our message is, in my mind, a lot like a parable that Jesus may have told. He used those stories to teach many lessons and to give us food for thought. So I found this old story. It's really a folk tale. And I thought it really has a message to speak to us. So we're going to act it out a little bit. And then I'm going to ask you if you can help decipher what the message might have been. So here's our story, The Enormous Turnip. Once upon a time, a man planted a little turnip seed and said, "Grow, grow, little turnip, grow sweet, go strong." And the turnip grew up sweet and strong and big and enormous. Now, for those of you who may not know what a turnip is, it's similar to a carrot. It grows into the ground. It's a root kind of plant. And then you have to pull them up. So, just a little side note. Then, one day, the man went to pull up the turnip. He pulled and pulled again, but he could not pull it up. He called the woman. The woman pulled the man. Delaney? Yeah, there you go. The woman pulled the man, and the man pulled the turnip. And they pulled and pulled again, but they could not pull it up. So the woman called the grandson. The grandson pulled the woman. The woman pulled the man. The man pulled the turnip. And they pulled and pulled again, but they could not pull it up. The grandson called the dog. The dog pulled the grandson. The grandson pulled the woman. The woman pulled the man. The man pulled the turnip. They pulled and pulled again, but they could not pull it up. The dog called the cat. The cat pulled the dog. The dog pulled the grandson. The grandson pulled the woman. The woman pulled the man, and the man pulled the turnip. And they pulled and pulled again, but still they could not pull it up. The cat called the mice. The mice pulled the cat. The cat pulled the dog. The dog pulled the grandson. The grandson pulled the woman. The woman pulled the man. And the man pulled the turnip. And they pulled and pulled again. And up came the turnip at last. And give each other a high five. Wow, that was really nice, kids. Good job. So, does anyone have an idea why I chose this story for us today? Yes, Ramona?
We all have to work together to get our turnips up.
All right. Yeah. And did you all work together?
Yes.
You sure did. You did a fine job of working together. Yeah. And you might want to just say in your head, it takes everyone working together to accomplish great things. That's what we're doing here at this church. What do you think the turnip represents in our story? How does that apply to the life of our church? Yes, Jim. Pardon? Something that's stuck. Ooh, that's an interesting way, yeah. Any other ideas want to share? Connie? A dream. Ooh. Yeah, awesome. It could represent any and everything we feel called to do. It's our mission work. It's living our faith. Yeah. What does the dog, woman, grandson, cat, and the mice all represent? Put your hand in the air. Everybody put your hand in the air. Yes, each and every one of you. That's what they represent. All the people of the church, from the oldest, our old man over there, to the youngest, our little mice. Each and every one of us is important in that pulling of the turnip. But now I want to know who worked the hardest.
The mice.
Did you work the hardest? Oh, who agrees Landon worked the hardest? Oh, nobody's agreeing with you, Landon. How about Liam? Do you think you worked the hardest? Who agrees Liam worked the hardest? All right.